Wow, somebody pinched me. It's like, wow, I couldn't believe this is my wildest dreams that we would come out and score that many runs. Just tremendous achievement. First of all, I want to congratulate Kentucky. They are tough. I mean, I think that they may have been seeded 16, but I believe they're a better team than that. And of course, you can see that for a lot of the teams that are in the top 16. They're all very, very good. And we were fortunate enough to get a great performance today with the bats. Another solid performance from Miranda Elish on the mound. We said, hey, here's the ball. Go take us as far as you can take us. And fortunately, we gave her some support and did a great job. I want to thank all the support committees, obviously our athletic director, Rob Mullins, Lisa Peterson, and everybody that works behind the scenes to make this probably one of the best sites to have a regional and super regional. Our fans, just crazy fans. I mean, they're just really getting into it. Of course, I help pump them up a little bit too, right? But that's fun. That's a fun atmosphere, and we were complimented on our fans and community by the Kentucky coach Rachel Lawson. Rachel Lawson's one great coach. She's taken that team, Kentucky team, from the bottom of the SEC up to near the top, just about every single year. Being the College World Series, could have easily have gone this year, and she's going to continue to make great strides there. We were fortunate to come away with the series win. And we're heading to OKC. Thank you.
Rob, Aaron Hawkins was here. Is it appropriate
she was a big inspiration for my pitching decision. I think, and no disregard to GS Moore, but I think that I may have made a mistake several years ago. I should have gone with a hot hand. Sometimes, your heart gets ahead of your head. And it was still a tough decision, though. Don't get me wrong. We got probably one of the best pitchers in the country sitting on the bench there in that last game. It could have gone either way, but sometimes you just gotta go with what's hot. And Miranda didn't let us down.
Break up front. Miranda, when did you find out you were going to get the start today?
This morning, Coach Spencer called me, and then Coach Lloyd called me shortly after.
Your reaction and your emotions at the time.
I mean, we just. I don't know, I just sat there and, I just had to take it pitch by pitch. I couldn't get too up about it because I know it's a really big decision because Megan is an amazing pitcher, and I knew if I got in trouble that Megan would be able to come in and pick me up.
It seemed like you were throwing consistently quite as hard as the other night. Did you have a different mindset having pitched so well? Were you pitching with a different kind of confidence? It was kind of, I don't want to say relaxation because I know that's probably not your DNA, but what was your mindset like?
It was the same as yesterday. Just go out there, take it pitch by pitch, out by out, and throw quality pitches.
Coach, what was the difference in these last two games from a defensive standpoint? I mean, you mentioned there were some breakdowns there in game one, but it really seemed like you guys tightened up.
Well, I think we knew that from what happened the first night is that there were a lot of earned runs there. But when we say defense, it also means the pitching as well, because when we pitch well, we set our defense up for it, and so we didn't help each other out. And starting on Friday night, we started to come together. Great defensive display again. It was solid today again. Made some great plays. We made adjustments on how we pitched them. We didn't let the 3 and 4 hitter hammer us like they did the first night, and those are two great players there.
Ryan, you had memorable home runs at Oregon State and Washington. What did it feel like to do that with Kane in this huge game?
That was nice, just because I didn't get a hit, I don't think, yesterday. And I felt like I was seeing the ball well, so it was kind of frustrating to be seeing the ball as well as I was and not getting the results. But at the same time, I think I'd rather be doing terrible and my team still be winning than anything else. So, it was just nice to score some runs, give our pitcher a lot of cushion. So, yeah.
Gus up front.
You guys scored a lot of runs, DJ. I think you guys have scored 17 to 2 in these last 2 games. What was it about just the last couple games that really you guys bats?
Probably the first game because we came out and so this is probably the best thing that could happen for us as a team, because we realized even during regionals, I don't think we played as well as we should have or could have. So we were like, okay, maybe this is the wake-up call that we need to come out and play like we know we can or how we should be. So really the first game was probably the wake-up call that we needed.
And Miranda, what's it kind of like just working with a large league like that? What is it like as a pitcher?
It's really nice, but you can't let it get to your head too much because you don't want to lose focus. And I gave up a long ball, but it really didn't matter because we had a 10-run lead.
That was my bad on that one. I'm taking the credit for that one. That was a bad call. So.
Like you mentioned that you got up pretty early yesterday morning.
Yeah.
So you went to bed late Thursday. What was your confidence level or not after the game one? You'd be sitting here now.
Well, you ask a lot of questions of yourself and what your team's doing, and you always point the finger at yourself first, and why we didn't perform very well, then you have to make the adjustments from that, and then you have to trust your team. You have to trust the work you've put in. Obviously, we didn't get to where we're at unless we were a good team. And so we just had to play like we could. We had to break it down into the fundamentals of the game and follow our blueprint that we work on, just really breaks it down pitch by pitch. And our pitchers had to commit to quality pitches, which are what we call pitches with intent and purpose, and that's what we did the last 2 days.
Hanging back. DJ, you played for a really good Lafayette team, but you never made it there with them to the College World Series. What do you think the experience will be like in OKC?
I don't know. I'm glad I get to find out. I guess that was really my reason for making the move. I knew it was like across the country. It was a big decision, but at the end of the day, I wanted to get a chance to play in OKC. So I think this just validated my decision to leave, and yeah. I need to stop eating my sentences with yes.
This is not new. You won the OKC has before you've been there. But this team, your top seed, it feels different, at least from my perspective. Does it feel different for you?
Well, the funny thing is you may be top seeded, but you never feel that way. You just, you always feel like the other teams are so close. I mean, look at some of the teams like Florida and Oklahoma and UCLA, and you can go on and on. They're all great teams, and what's the difference in the separation? Not much. It's just a matter of getting some breaks at the right time and hitting. Like you go out and hit like that, you're going to beat a lot of teams. But we know that that's possibly not going to happen down in Oklahoma City. We sure hope it does. But the consistent thing is the pitching and defense. That's how you win championships. And so we've got to go down there with a defensive and pitching mindset and then go get our runs. When the runs, scoring opportunities come up, we've got to take them. And this team is closer than any team I've coached. And you can tell that. They're very close to each other.
Knowing that this was currently the last game at James Sanders for the season, talking about the seniors.
Oh, the seniors? Well, you're thinking in the morning, you're running through it, is this going to be the last game? One, that I throw batting practice here for the season. I'm done after throwing batting practice. And then two is like, what am I going to say to the seniors? That's the worst thing ever, is to say goodbye to seniors. They've put so much heart and soul into the program. And for us to go, if it was to happen today on a losing note, it's something you don't really want to think about. And I didn't think about it, to tell you the truth. But it's there. It's like the pink elephant in the room. But it's something that fortunately we wouldn't have to do this time.
Let's call that game one loss a gut check, and ended up with these last two games with really facing elimination back against the multi-feeling. I know you'd like to win every game that you go into, but is having that gut check in this part of the Super Regional nice, knowing what lies ahead and how much higher the stakes are going to be once it gets on point state?
Well, it's certainly, I think every team has a gut check. I mean, you look at Oklahoma last year, they were down twice. They were down in the regional and the Super Regional and came back to win. And Florida, just today, they were down in the last inning. I mean, they were almost out. I mean, it happens a lot, and you've got to either persevere in those moments and come back and believe in what you're doing, or you're going to go home. And so I think the finality of all, this team stepped up, and that's what you're going to do, have to do.
Coach, after pinch hitting for Shannon last week, what did you think of that home run today?
Oh, it's huge for her, and sometimes, a pinch hits, sometimes to get the attention, sometimes they're not thinking, they're thinking more about woe is me, and sometimes it's about, hey, if you're not going to be committed to what we're doing here, a pinch hit's not a bad idea. Like, I love the John Wooden quote, the bench is my friend, and sometimes the bench is a way to get somebody's attention, and I think it has with Shannon. Shannon has all the tools in the world to be one of the best ball players in Oregon history, and hopefully she will continue to hit like she is right now.
A couple more, Rick.
You're going to ask Miranda this time around, how is your approach in Oklahoma City compared to last year?
The 8 teams that are going to be in Oklahoma City are the best 8 teams in the country, and you just have to, like Coach White says, throw quality pitches, throw pitches with intent and purpose, and this team can do it. We can win a national championship, and we've got to take it game by game, but I know we can do it.
Goodbye.
I know you had a 10-run lead, but even when you're one strike away or one out away from clinching the berth to OKC, what's that like for you?
Pretty much just don't give up a long ball, but I did. But no, you know, just keep runners off base, get outs, and get that last strike when you need it.
You guys had 15,000 through the turnstile in the last 6 games. Is there a way to harness some of that momentum and that energy and take it with you, or do you wish there was?
Well, we, you know, I mean, to tell you the truth, if you go down to Oklahoma City, the stadium itself is bigger and there's more people, but doesn't feel as loud as here. It's kind of crazy because it's more spread out and it's more, you know, out that way. There's a lot of faces and stuff, but you know, you're playing here in front of that crowd, that's louder than it is in Oklahoma City.